We were discussing about keyword match type, and a very good question was arised by Pravasa saying, what exactly do we mean by keyword match type? Basically, it is a style in which our keyword should be connected to the queries that is being typed by the customer, and then for this we have certain different match types that Google has provided us, and we can make the best use of it to make sure that whatever the keywords we are using, we should be able to connect with the customer in the same manner or in a manner that we are more flexible with. Now for that reason, this keyword match type is basically categorized into two types. One is positive match type and the other one is negative match type. What do we mean by positive match type? Positive match type means when someone types a given search query and whatever the keywords we are targeting, if these two things matches well, then our ad copies should go ahead and show up in the Google results or Yahoo or Bing results. But when we talk about the negative match type, basically when a given keyword is being used by the customer in the Google search in the Google search results, or let's say in the Google or Yahoo or Bing search engine, then we would primarily not like to show up our ad copy because we feel that that is not to an extent very relevant to the given keyword that we are targeting. So in one case we can show our ads when two things gets matched. In the other case, we don't want to show our ads when certain queries being typed by the customer is not present in the keyword that we are planning to go ahead with. So the keyword match type basically helps us. So now the question comes, in what way the keyword match type benefits us? So it allows you to be specific. It allows you to drive specific and relevant traffic. One, it helps you to avoid or stop irrelevant traffic. And when these two things is happening so well, for sure it is going to help in increase of your CTR. So CTR means click through rate. So what does it mean? For example, tomorrow you are coming up with a list of keywords and you are saying if any of the customer types any of the given query in search engine around this given keyword, I would like to show up my ad copy. Now what happens? So whenever the things gets matched, whenever the search query and the keyword gets matched, the ad will go and display in the search results. Now when the ad is being displayed in search results, you basically want every ad to be clicked by the user. Now the question is, not every ad gets clicked, but every ad goes into a display mode, but for some reason it gets clicked, for some reason it doesn't get clicked. Now the question is, this CTR will basically help you to understand out of how many times your ad was shown up in the Google search engine or Yahoo or Bing search engine, how many times basically the ad got clicked. So if the ratio is higher or the percentage is higher, basically you are doing a good job in terms of your keyword and the ad copy that you have written or the way you are getting connected to the customer. So CTR is a way it will tell you whether the keywords and the ad copy that you show up in the search results are basically more appealing or more attractive or more relevant to what the customer is looking for or not. So if the CTR is high, basically you are doing a good job. If the CTR is low, basically you are trying to drive a traffic which is not much relevant to the keywords what you are targeting. There are years when we were working on PPC and we used to keep 2% as a standard CTR rate, a standard good CTR rate. But currently, if you ask me, I can take it on to 5%, 6%, 7%. But the point here is, again, the keyword is also divided into multiple categories. For example, there are certain keywords which represent brand. There are certain keywords which represent generic, specific competitors. So with that also there is a type of standard CTR that you have to abide by. So you cannot say, but overall if you see 5%, 6% is still a good CTR. But I would say you try to more be on a categorized wise, like okay, for brand a good CTR is 10 to 11%. For generic keywords, the good CTR should be 2 to 3%. For a specific keyword, having a CTR of 5 to 6% is a good CTR. So if you can categorize in that way around the given keywords, that will be much more appropriate. Yes. Okay. uh, there are two objectives here. You can just have an objective where you want to show your ads to the audience, okay, and you're not much concerned whether a click will happen or not. There are situations where you want the ads to be shown up and click also to happen, so that is called click based. So there is something called impression based and there is something called click based. So it is up to you what option you choose, and then you try to strive for your given target.
I call it probably.
Okay.
So in that case, why my CTR would be 10% in case of that?
No, the CTR being 10% for brand is because now the person who is looking for your name in Google, if he comes and sees your ad, and if he's not clicking on your ad, then for sure somewhere you are not able to justify that you are actually meeting the right requirement. So when someone is, so for example, let's say someone is going to Google and typing Flipkart, okay, and Flipkart showed up their ad.
Okay.
Flipkart showed up their ad, and if people are not clicking on the ad, then there is some problem either with your ad copy or the keyword or something. So when the person is very clear that he's looking for Flipkart, he should surely come and click on your ad. So for that reason, we keep a higher CTR rate for the brand.
Okay. See, when you talk of this brand advertisement,
Yes.
you mean to say that I do something, I type Flipkart. Okay.
No.
The first thing that should.
Well,
Yeah,
sorry to
tell me.
interrupt. I'm talking not from the objective of branding or conversion. I'm talking more from the objective of a keyword more relating to the brand name. Okay, so there are
Keyword
more
okay.
relating to the brand name. So what I mean to say, tomorrow when you work on the keywords, you will, for example, let's say you are working for eMarket education. Now for sure there are certain people who come to Google and type eMarket education also. So I